All right, now we're live.
Finally.
That's why I always send the link at least a half hour early so we can work on any technical problems.
Right. Appreciate it.
I need somebody to tag Robert and Paula real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Paula Smith.
So,
Paul Dittmer.
well, we really want to thank you for having us on tonight.
Yeah. You're welcome.
We're having all kinds of problems.
You're more than welcome. Anything to help you guys grow and get you guys out there to where people know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, that's why we really wanted to do this. We had a better setup, but
well, we had a mutual friend that reminded me of you guys, so because we were talking about getting
that.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah. Hi, Skip. Hi, Chunky. Hi, Paul. Kenny Barnes. Whoa.
Okay.
Trying to roll.
Yeah.
Mike Sampson.
Yeah, we're not seeing any chat. So if anybody asks a question,
yeah, I'll let you know. Whoops.
Almost.
What happened? Hey, Paul. Hey, Kevin.
all
They're having a little bit of technical issues on their end. Hey, CC. They're having a little bit of issues on their end. So stand by. Hey, Chunky, did you get the package yet? There they are.
Where's chat? Let's get in chat.
Oh, new face.
Man, our service out here is terrible.
Yeah, I heard that.
We're gonna run. Oh, sorry. We're gonna take a little drive and go to his house real quick and get on the internet.
Okay.
So
you want to introduce yourself? Good back there.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we can hear you.
Now, do each of you guys have your own YouTube channel, or are you all one channel?
Now we've just got our page.
Yeah. Alan Dittmeyer Jr., is that it?
Yeah.
I got some videos loaded up from us out fishing.
Paul, can you run the link for me? Oh, wait a minute. Let me add you real quick, Paul. Paul, can you run your YouTube link for me? Or Palmetto? Doing good. Just having a little technical issues on their part. It's Alan Dittmeyer, Dytmire Jr. on YouTube. So, how's everybody's day been going? Anybody been out on the water fishing? Palmetto, can you run Alan Dittmeyer Jr.'s link on YouTube? It's Dytmire. My day was going good. I was up at 3:30, 4 o'clock out of the lake fishing for a while. Didn't catch anything but maybe a couple 1 or 2 pounders with a friend I've been teaching. Okay, that's all right. Elston. Where's the tournament at? Elston, you in here? Yeah, they'll be right back. Can you run Alan Dittmeyer, Dytmire Jr.'s YouTube link? I found a new light today. Actually, I've known about it, but Ace Hardware has these lights. It's a flashlight. It's also a night light. But like I said, this is a flashlight, a night light. But the best part about this light I like, it's bright, but if you can tell, that's a blue light. It's a bug zapper. This thing, you can use it for night fishing when you have lights out, and then attract the bugs and zap them. I keep that water at a little low, Kevin, so they don't jump out. This is the same thing as what I just showed you. The Z-Bug. I got it from Ace Hardware. It's low enough just to right where they'll keep them in the tank if they jump. And they will jump, Skip. This is a nice little bug zapper. Even though it is a flashlight and it is a lantern, it will work. It works as a bug zapper too. And right now, that the last setting it's on is for zapping bugs. And it runs off 3 AA batteries. Ouch. That hurts. They'll be right back. They're driving to one of their houses to get onto Wi-Fi. They're trying to do it out there in the lake to where they could do a live stream outside, but it wasn't working too good because they didn't have much signal. But they'll be back on here in a minute. All right, let me see what I can do. Through internet? I know you. I got you on here somewhere. Give me a minute. Exactly. I agree with you there, Palmetto. There you are.
Hey, there you are. Much better.
I'm trying to figure out how to share your link in the chat.
Oh, okay.
And that's not easy. I've never done that before.
Ah. We don't need your help, Spooky.
Huh?
That's Spooky. So we don't need his help. Or, no, that's Puppy. Okay.
We get people like that.
Yeah, they almost look like twins.
Alan, you want to see?
No, I just have to.
One
I
right
just
there.
have to say kind of cuddle up
Here.
behind it.
Go ahead.
No, it's all
Jump
right.
in and talk.
It's your show, bro.
Man, it ain't our show. It's all of our shows.
Okay. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing
Hello.
tonight?
Well, having some technical difficulties.
Oh,
That's for sure.
difficult.
Yeah, especially for us. This is all new to us. So,
Well, that happens. That's all a part of YouTube, you know it.
yeah.
So how did you guys get used to or get into catfishing?
I've been doing it since I was a little kid, basically, through the family. You know, started as a little kid fishing for bluegill and whatnot, and everybody in the family was into catfishing. I think that's pretty much how we all got into it.
Yeah.
Just kind of grown from there over the last several years and into where we're at now.
Palmetto
can't
Cat wants to know who are the catfish pirates.
Who are we?
Yes.
We are a group based out of Indiana. We are a CPR group trying to educate people on the importance of releasing the trophy giants to keep the stock up. Selective harvest. You know, we're okay with people eating fish. Obviously, everybody likes to eat fish. Just let the big ones go. Eat some smaller ones. We have a lot of issues here in our state with commercial fishing, pay lakes, over harvesting. So we live right in the middle of Indiana, and we have to travel a good ways to fish anywhere that has trophy cats. And Ohio River is about it for us.
And
it's been decimated.
Okay, where are you guys located?
In Muncie, Indiana, primarily. Steve here, our admin, he's up here in Huntington.
Would you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Alan Dittmeyer. You might also know me as Roger, but I go by Alan. And then we got.
I'm Steve Embody.
He's one of our admins.
And I'm Doug Parkinson, co-founder.
Lean in, Doug. Paul says, lean in, Doug.
Yeah, he said lean.
So,
How's it going, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
Where do you guys basically go fishing for these giants? What's your body of water?
If we're going after blues, it's down southern Indiana along the Ohio River, primarily. Mostly what we have here is channel cats.
Channel cats, some flatheads. Here in the river in town. It took me a long time to find some flatheads, but I finally did, and there's some pretty big flatheads in this river here.
Yeah, we primarily fish lakes and reservoirs here in central Indiana. Not many rivers here. I wish we could see the cat.
Andrea, my peeps. I'm trying to figure out how he's talking about that. Whoops, nope, not that way. Nope. Trying to figure out how he's talking about doing this.
Hmm.
I'm going back to where I had it because I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, don't ask us because we don't know anything.
Do you guys ever fish the Tippecanoe River?
Tippecanoe River. I've not fished it myself. I'm not sure about Steve.
I've fished it a few times. It can be decent. I mean, it can be a decent catfishing body of water. I mean, it's so hard anymore to find places that you can access it. I mean, because I know parts of it are real shallow and you can't get boats in it. And I mean, it seems to be more and more popular for kayakers nowadays. And as far as that goes, because it's really accessible, but it really just depends on where you're accessing it at too.
Okay. No, put it back. I have split screen. So, what's you guys' boat of choice?
Boat of choice?
Yeah.
You know, there's so many nice boats out there nowadays. I mean, honestly, I've got a 1983 Eptide, and I'm more than happy with it.
No, you guys, all three of you guys fish out of one boat, or
No. I have a 16-foot aluminum bass tracker.
We call it catfish tracker.
Yeah. Small boat.
What boats do you guys all fish out of?
We fish out of the 16-foot tracker.
Mostly.
And you know what? I don't think you really need a really big boat and all this big equipment to catch big fish.
No,
I just don't. I don't think it's all necessary. It's nice. It's nice to have, but I don't think it's necessary.
When was the last time you guys posted a video on YouTube?
Well,
man, it's been quite a while. We just don't do very many videos.
we've started wanting to get back into it, and I'm sure we'll do a few this year. Tomorrow we'll be going live with our catfish pirate gathering and tournament at Reservoir.
Palmetto Catch wants to know, tell us more about the catfish pirates and how did you get the name?
That was kind of funny how we come up with that. We was sitting around at Doug's house, and we had been getting a lot of requests from people to start a group. That wasn't our intention at first to even start a group. We were just posting pictures on Facebook of me and him out fishing, and we've always been into CPR even before it was known as CPR. And we just started posting pictures once Facebook came along, and people, asked if you guys ought to start a group. So we sat down and we started coming up with some names, and we wanted to do something different from everybody else. And it popped up in my head, pirate thing, pirates are out on the water at night, lurking around in the dark and the mist, and fish. We're looking for catfish in the dark, and it kind of stuck.
Catfish pirates.
Do you guys target blues or flatheads?
We target any catfish in the water.
Yeah,
seriously, we don't. We go fishing, and we try to catch what's there. So, like if we fish here in the middle part of the state, it's primarily channel cats and maybe some flatheads. If we make a trip to southern part of the state, then we're definitely going after flatheads and blues.
What kind of baits do you guys prefer?
Prefer natural baits.
Here we use a lot of creek chubs, bluegill, shad. When we go down south, when we fish the Ohio River, we use all those things, and we use skipjack.
shiners sometimes, suckers.
Are you hosting a tournament?
Yes, we are tomorrow.
Sorry about
Matter
that.
of fact.
Would you like to go more into detail on that?
Yeah, it's actually we're having we call it a gathering. It's basically a big get together of people, cookout, and we're going to be giving away a lot of prizes. Matter of fact, we was able to accomplish 66 sponsors for this event. And we have everything from anchors to cast nets to apparel, hooks, sinkers, rods,
2 fishing trips,
all kinds of gift certificates to local restaurants, auto places to get your car or truck worked on. It's just enormous amount of stuff we have to give away.
It's amazing these sponsors really came through for us, and we appreciate it, each and every one of them.
So that starts at 3 o'clock tomorrow, and then we'll run that for about 3 hours, up to about 6 o'clock, and we'll wind it down. And then at 7 o'clock, we'll go on down to the boat ramp, and we'll have a 12-hour tournament, up to 3 people on a team, boat or bank, 100% payback, up to 6 rods per team, 3 fish limit. Everything's totally CPR.
Can you see that, what I posted on the screen?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, that's my brother. Yeah, my brother's going to be there tomorrow. And
Paul.
My brother Paul. He makes a mean sloppy Joe. Everybody keeps requesting his sloppy Joes because we had a get together here. Was it last year, year before last? And we're also big into deer hunting. And he brought some of his deer sloppy Joe mix, and everybody loved it. So everybody's been raving about it since.
Yeah, he's been raving about it in chat too.
That's my brother.
I mean, even when you were driving to get onto the internet, he was still going crazy over it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've had people asking about it since the last time we had the gathering. When we announced that we were going to do this one, he wanted to know. Everybody, well, several people was wanting to know if we were going to have that again. So.
Have you thought about setting up a booth there?
Have we ever thought about setting up a booth at a boat show, travel? Yes, actually, I wanted to do that this last year, but it's very expensive. And for us as a small group to buy a bunch of product and have stock to sell, it's not
feasible right now.
It's not feasible for us. How often do we fish? Nowhere near enough. I can tell you that. I work in a factory, so I work 12-hour shifts. So I work every other weekend. So my opportunity to fish is basically maybe once every a couple of weeks.
I fish all the time, every chance I get.
Okay.
That's our goal, is to fish every chance we get, but I just can't do it.
I normally try and hit about 1 to 2 tournaments a month if feasible.
All right, what's your guys' PB on Blue Cat?
Mine's 53 pounds.
I know I've got one up near 70.
Yeah, it was a hoss.
I'm still down there at like 26.
And flatheads?
I got one right at about 40 pounds.
I've got one about the same.
Mine was 22.
And what about channels?
Oh,
right at about the 20-pound mark for about all of us.
For about all of us, about 20-pound mark.
Yeah, we do have some big channel cats around. That's one good thing.
Actually, where we're having the tournament and gathering at, it's well known for 15+ pound channels.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever tried using Asian carp and sucker for bait?
Well, that's funny. You asked that. We were down in the cabin, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
And we're throwing the cast net. We got an Asian carp, and we cut it up.
Didn't have any luck with
Didn't
it.
have any luck with it.
We do use suckers from time to time. We've had pretty good luck with them.
Yeah, I think. Yep. I think we tend to catch the bigger ones on cut sucker if we have it.
And with the Asian carp thing and everything, that's one of them. They say it's a really good bait once that water temperature gets up there in that 75 to 80 degree range. So normally on average about midsummer, they say Asian carp works really well down on the big rivers. But I mean, normally during that time, we kind of take off because you start getting into the spawn and everything else. And I mean, these fish just don't need bothered when they're trying to produce offspring for our future.
Well, Asian carp stays on the hook really good for the cats. Someone might missed your answer to this, but they asked it again. What are some of the prices during the giveaway?
Well, we've got a fishing trip, 1 day fishing trip with Paula Smith on the Tennessee River for 2 people. That's one prize. We have a trip for 2 for Captain Scott Manning on Tennessee River Monsters. He's given us a trip for half price, $250, 6 hours for 2 people. That's the trips. And
River cat anchor.
We got a River Cat anchor, a Phi-Tech net, Kuma rods, tangling with catfish rods, catfish sumo rods.
Gift certificates for Whisker Seekers.
Yeah, Whisker Seeker, Warrior Cat rod, gift certificates.
Gift certificates for Northwoods.
Yep, Northwoods. Sea Arc even sponsored us with some apparel. Sea Arc boats.
Chunky Cats wants to know what your YouTube channel name is.
I was trying to get on it, but it's just basically my name, Alan Dittmeyer. It's nothing real fancy. I was trying to get on here, but it wouldn't let me bring up the link because of the service.
Yeah, I got one of my moderators is working on that one.
How often do we keep fish as far as catfish? Very seldom or ever.
I personally might keep 4 1-pounders a year.
Honestly, we spend so much time before we go fishing. We actually go fishing for bait to go fishing. So usually we could have a few hours into catching bait, and then we go fishing, fish all night. And by the time we get done, I really don't want to mess with them.
No.
So I just assume turn them loose anyway. So that's kind of what we do. Kenny wants to know what's our choice of hook. Circle hook. Myself, I use the Gamakatsu, the 7 and 8/0 circle hooks. I think circle hooks are the best way to go for nearly all catfish because it prevents them from foul hooking down in the throat, so you can't, where you can't release it if they swallow a hook. So that's why we went to the circle hooks.
I fish with a lot of the Nocturnal Nation hooks. Actually, I started using them this year.
Sorry, it was cat.
No, don't mind my cat.
I use Team Catfish to double action in certain situations. First for the bigger fish, the blues and the flatheads, and then I use the Gamma 8/0 for channels.
I've just pulled up my list of all my sponsors. If you want me to go through the majority of them, if people want to know what we're giving away.
Sure.
All right. Let me start here near the top, what I had already mentioned. We got local companies too. There's a company, Adams Roofing, Kong Coolers, Rippin' Lips, Sea Stream Kayaks, Burke's Custom Rods. He's actually given us a custom rod to give away. We got Lady Cat Apparel, Warrior Cats, Advanced Signs here in town. They actually provided our custom-made banner that we're going to have with all of our sponsors on it. Hog Snatchers Catfishing, We have the Indy Fishing Expo, Whisker Seeker, H6 rod holders, or rod trees, I'm sorry. We got Catfish Sumo, Reaction Tackle, Tackling Cats. My wife, she donated some things. Dee Dee Detmeyer. We got boatless spray, boatless wash spray. The product you put on your boat, supposed to get rid of the water spots. That's a Driftmaster, Catfish clothing, clear planer boards, Team Chasing Whiskers, Sea Arc, Catfish Addiction. We got Twisted Fishing TV, Sea Arc boats, like I said, Whisker sticks, R&M catfishing, Big Shot pubs, Cabela's is on there. Slunger Cat Outdoors, GNS cheese bait, John Deere tractors, Nocturnal Nation, Applebee's, Okuma,
and the list goes on.
I mean, there's so much stuff. It's hard to list them all, but that's, TWC rods, and we got a host of restaurants and places around town that's donating as well.
Wow.
9 Guns in Anderson. They've donated some stuff.
River Cat Anchors.
Boatman Marina. James N. Arwood donated some stuff to us, gift certificates. And also Chad Wall from the Extreme Catfish Trail, he donated some things as well.
Thank you, Chad.
Yep, thank you.
You guys got some awesome sponsors.
Yeah, a lot of sponsors, and I was quite surprised and shocked that they wanted to donate for this cause. We're not selling this stuff. This is all being given away at the gathering. Some of it's going to be used at the tournament, and we're going to hold a few things back to give away on the group as well for the people that can't make it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is for Doug and Chris.
What's that?
This message is for Doug and Chris. Heather and Kathy say hi.
Hi, baby. How are you? I love you. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Come on, get a room. But yeah, this was, we set out to do this. We talked about this, having this just right before Christmas this last year. So as soon as January 1st hit, we were on a mission to start putting the word out about the event and asking for sponsors. And we've been doing it all the way up until better part of May.
I've been getting a lot of texts from people out there wondering when it's going to be, and I think it's going to turn out to be a pretty good event.
Okay,
no, we wanted to do something to give back to the people that support us, the group members, and.
Now, where is this tournament going to be?
It's on a reservoir called Prairie Creek in Selma, Indiana.
Nice. How many teams have entered?
That honestly, we don't know. We didn't do a pre-registration, but I'm hearing there's going to be at least 15 to 20 teams, possibly more.
I'm thinking 30, maybe 40.
We really don't know. Yeah. It's just no matter who. We'll have to wait and see who shows up. Now,
is there an entry fee for this, or?
Yeah, it's a $60 entry fee. Be paid at the time of the tournament. That's for up to 3 people on team, on either boat or bank, and up to 6 rods in use.
Really?
By a team. Yes.
So actually, 2 rods per person.
2 rods per person, or in this state, you're only allowed to use 3 if you're by yourself. So if we have any teams that are by themselves, unfortunately, they can only use 3 rods.
That's no problem. I got 3 good catfish rods, but after work,
come on down. We'd love to have you.
Yeah,
I would if I didn't have to work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, work gets in the way of that fishing, doesn't it?
Yeah, 12-hour shifts on weekends makes for a dull boy.
Yeah.
Oh, so you do the 12-hour thing too?
Uh-huh.
How long have you been doing that?
Almost 4.5 years.
I started when I was 23 and I'm 49. I've been in the plant for 26 years.
I quit 12. I used to do it when I was in my 20s. Then when I hit my
Yeah.
mid-40s, I quit doing it. And now I'm back to doing it again.
Yeah. Yeah,
Seems
I work for a plastics factory. It used to be called Ball Corporation. I don't know if you've heard it or not. They used to make the ball jars and canning jars and lids and
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
okay. They got into the plastics and that's what it was when I first started.
All right. Mono or braid?
Personally, myself, I like the braid. I used to use the monofilament, but what I was finding out as we were fishing along and gaining more information, knowledge, and catching bigger fish, we were wanting to go to heavier line, and we were using 25-pound tests on our bait casters. That's primarily what we use, bait casters. And the Abu 6500, that's primarily what we use here. We do have some pins and some others, but what we were finding out is anything much more than 25-pound test on them, you didn't get much line on the spool, a lot of memory, and I just didn't like it. So I tried braid and it stuck.
Now, Carolina rig or Kentucky rig?
Carolina. I'm actually been trying to play around with using one of the floats, that.
What do you call them?
Yeah, I've been playing around with that. I was kind of curious whether it's
The Demon Dragons.
yeah,
Oh, you talking about Sandy
that.
Cooper rig?
Yeah, just trying to see if that was really something that would work or not. And I'm kind of up in the air on it. I used it during my vacation, so
If you
I caught a few fish on it, but
I have a video of how I make my Santee Cooper, my catfish rattles. They're similar to the Santee Cooper rig.
no, I've not seen it.
I got them on the videos on my channel,
I'll have to look for it.
and they do work in current because it has the pinch float and it has glow in the dark beads and it has rattles that spin in the current.
Yeah.
And it helps float it up off the bottom, however long you put your leader. And whether you using cut bait or live bait, it's still going to keep them off the bottom. And with live bait, it makes it rattle more.
Yeah, that's probably why we haven't used them a whole lot more. Is because we really don't have a whole lot of current here. A lot of the lakes and rivers that we fish, there's really no current in them, or
But
very little.
I use them a lot because they work good.
Yeah,
We don't drift and we don't drag.
yeah, we are primarily anchor fishermen.
I'm a bank fisherman and I use them a lot from the bank and they work great.
Yeah,
I've been catching anywhere from 35-pound flatheads to 53-pound blues.
Nice.
I'm definitely wanting to try them more, to experiment with them. That's for sure.
But again, then in catfishing, you just got to work what's good for you. It's just.
I know we get a lot of questions, people asking us, what's the best rod or the best reel or the best line or the best hook? Well, there is no answer to that. What's best is what you can afford, what you like, and what works for you.
Okay. Let me ask it a different way. What's your guys' favorite rods and reels?
I use the Whisker Seekers, the medium heavies, and the Abu 6500 C3s.
I run Warrior Cats with Akuma Convectors or Akuma Classics.
Yeah, and I've got Whisker Seeker rods. I've got some Akuma rods, and believe it or not, I've got some Gander Mountain muskie rods, and I've caught some of the biggest fish on them rods.
Absolutely. That's where I got my near 70 pounder on one of those. And
That's nice.
It's just personal preference.
Right. That's why instead of asking a general open-ended question, just make it towards the people that are using them.
Yeah.
So you can get to know them a little bit better and help people get to know you.
Yeah, that's the other thing on our group. That's one thing that we do not do. Right now it's a little different because we're trying to highlight our sponsors, but we do not push products on our page. I don't care if you come into our group and you fish with a Zebco 33 and a garage sale fishing pole. I don't care.
I don't care what they fish with as long as they.
No difference. That fish that's biting your bait, it doesn't care what you have.
I agree with you. The only thing I preach is make sure you have your drag set right so you don't ruin the rod.
Drag set right.
Absolutely.
You know, should always check your line a lot for nicks.
Exactly.
Braid, whether you use monofilament or braid.
You always got to check that out.
Yes.
Hi, John Jerker, how you doing? So, what would be your number one tip that you would give a beginner catfisherman?
Location, location, location.
I knew that was coming.
And well, I'll add to that. As far as location is going to depend on time of the year.
Okay.
Do your research.
Yeah, know your bodies of water that you're planning on fishing.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's Navionics out there. There's Google Earth. There's all sorts of utilities now available through the internet. You can learn a body of water without ever looking at it. Go to it and catch fish.
Okay.
Yeah, believe it or not, on my boat, I do not have a high-end depth finder. It's just a basic depth finder it does have some GPS on it. I don't have Navionics, but I do study a lot of maps, topo maps of the lakes that we fish, and I try to concentrate most of our fishing efforts around the main creek channels that run through the reservoirs or the lakes. Feeder creeks that come off of them, the points, humps.
Springtime, look at flat.
You got to look at the time of the year, you know. That's what we try to hone in on, and we have a lot of luck, success catching fish, not always big ones, but we usually catch them.
Right now around our area, we're coming into pre-spawn. So, I mean, of course, the fish are going to be shallow.
Yeah, I think the bluegills and the shad are starting to spawn right now, and so the cats are moving up there.
Yeah.
Feeding them.
Kenny, we have people all over the U.S. Well, I think we even have a few people from Canada, but we don't have any people in the group from outside foreign countries. That's just something we're not letting in. There's just too much stuff going on with that. We're trying to keep it to the U.S. Of course, Canada's pretty close to us. I do have some friends that live in Canada, so we allow that. But we've got them all the way from upper New York and Maine, all the way down in Texas, California, Florida, all the way from one coast to the other.
A lot of people come in and try to spam the page. That's why we're very picky about who we have on there.
I like that. I like that statement.
Yeah.
From Andrew.
Pin pole, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's a good remark.
Yeah, that's my sister-in-law.
Okay.
Which is my brother's wife, the one that's going on about the
sloppy Joe.
Sloppy
Joe, yeah.
Okay. So
I would like to do a giveaway on your show, but I don't have the chat, so I'm gonna have to. If I do it, if you're okay with it, I'll let you somehow pick the winner, and you could send me their information, and I can get it out to them in the mail if you want to do it that way.
Okay, one of you guys write a number down on a piece of paper. Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can't hear him now.
He's reading.
Oh, is it?
Sean?
Sure about that?
Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can't hear him. He just spoke. Can't hear him. Hold on a minute.
On a piece of paper, write a number down between 1 and 50.
Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Barely. You were coming in real clear, and then you just went.
I don't know what
Lost you.
happened on that one. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can't hear him at all now.
How's that?
Did you see that speakerphone? It was all the way down.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Whoops. We had some technical issues. He'll be right back. Hold on a minute. We're not doing numbers yet. I am located in Belleville, Illinois, across the river from St. Louis. Where are you at, Chris? It will be picking one number for the giveaway and no double numbers. How many people are in chat? Okay, there's 20 people in chat.
All right, I think we got it figured out. Can you hear us now?
Okay, after Andrea Dittmeyer's 21, you're going to start with numbers there.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Hi, Pin Seeker.
Yeah. Yeah, he's setting up. He's going to do a giveaway.
Yeah, it started after Andrea Dittmeyer 21. Skip, you got to pick a different number.
Do you want us to pick it?
No, he's going to do us.
Oh.
I still haven't seen the number come up yet. A good number picked.
How are you?
Look, phone go back sideways again.
Yeah, we disappeared. I think we're back.
We do have a winner.
You got a winner?
Yeah.
We're on.
Just send me their name.
How are we doing?
If they're on Facebook, I'll have them send me a message or whatever, and we'll get it out to them. And who won, by the way?
Huh?
Who won?
I'm trying to get a hold of him. Jaw Jerker.
Yeah.
Jaw Jerker has won. He had the number was 15.
Yeah. What was that name?
Jaw, Jaw, Jerker.
Jaw Jerker. Okay.
Hey, was Chris excited? I just can't see.
Jaw Jerker.
Jaw
All
Jerker.
right, baby, I got it.
Message me on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm going to have him message me on Facebook, and I'll forward the information to you.
That's fine. I'll get them a CPR and group decal out to them.
And maybe it's
And I got to get you a decal as well.
Right.
Yep.
Did you hear? You get that, Jaw Jerker?
Yeah, I heard it.
No, I mean, talking to the guy in chat, the one.
Oh.
We have a lag between us and them, so.
Be happy we can hear now.
Yeah.
That was on the internet there. It's great.
It's a good thing you got it because you wouldn't have been able to do this otherwise.
Yeah. I would have been sitting in Chad's truck at the gas station.
Those of you guys that can find Alan Dittmeyer on YouTube, go subscribe to him, hit the bell notification. Let's help his channel grow. And let's help get his message out there.
It's a real small channel, just a few videos. So
Yeah, but it's only 11 people.
yeah,
I've been sharing.
Yeah, we're not really pushing the whole YouTube thing. We just add some videos on there. I mean,
right.
But definitely make sure to come over to Catfish Pirates Facebook page and check us out.
Yeah, we have 2,700 members right now, and we're growing.
Yeah, you can go to Catfish Pirates Facebook page, so it'll be a lot better for you to follow them and find them. And I think it was I forgot if it was Richard or someone else that told me about you guys. One of your family members, I believe.
Huh.
I have it in one of my on Messenger somewhere.
I know I got a message from your buddy Chuck. Wanted to know if we'd interested in doing something like this, and he said he was going to talk to
Chuck
you.
Watkins.
Yeah.
I try to remember who it was. Yeah, Roger and Allen Jr. in charge of Catfish Pirates. Still interested in a tournament coming up this weekend and having them on your show. That is Alan. That is him.
Yeah.
Fin Seekers, it's Alan DYTMIRE.
That's correct.
The first time I tried to spell it was all don't ask how.
That's all right. I've heard it all kinds of ways, so
that wasn't intentional, Alan.
no, that's all right. By the way, we don't fish a lot of tournaments either.
No.
We just fish a few local ones. Actually, there's a couple of catfish trails in our area. The Master Bait and Tackle Trail. And then there's the
Indiana Catfish Association, the ICA.
And then there's the Extreme Catfishing Trail. So
cool.
Occasionally we get to fish a few of them. But we're primarily just fun fishers.
All right, John, you have a good night. But thanks for showing up. So, what do you, other than looking at your electronics, how else would you read a river to find a good flathead hole?
Well, I was born and raised in Southern California, and I came back here looking for places to fish. And how I found flathead holes here is I took a lot of time, and there's a lot of guys out here that wade this river that come through here in town. And I just asked them about the holes, they told me about things like end of ripraps, where it falls into a deep hole. A lot of wood structure is another good one.
And I look for high, steep banks.
High steep banks. Yes, sir.
That's the first thing I look for when I'm bank fishing. Is high steep banks, especially if I'm like on the Kaskaskia River. If I find a high steep bank on the opposite shore, which is maybe 100 yards, 150 yards across, I'm aiming for that bank line over there.
Yeah,
off real quick.
If you got the main river channel coming through that bank, it's on a sharp bend. There should be a washout hole there too.
Mm-hmm. I look for all kinds of stuff on the top of the water, because if you see a water break on top of the water, you know there's something underneath there causing it to break, and you can fish both sides of that to catch your cats.
Yeah, but yeah.
I read the water when I do anything else when I'm bank fishing.
Yep. One of the biggest questions we get asked all the time is what bait do they take fishing? That's probably the biggest question we get asked all the time. What kind of bait should I take out fishing?
I found you could fish 5 nights in 1 week, and a lot of nights they'll take something different every night. Some nights I'll get nothing, but I'll use bluegill heads, and they'll only hit anything but bluegill heads. Other nights they want live chub. Other nights they want something different. You just never know. So we take, all different kinds of baits with us when we go out.
Yeah, fishing. we never go out with just one bait. We'll have multiple different baits to take with us for that reason.
I take out I'll take some Asian carp fillets that's vacuum sealed. I'll take some yellow bellies, shad, skipjack, and bluegill. Those are that's the baits I'll take. Because now, if I use 2 rods, yeah, I'll try one out, and then 30 minutes of one biting, I'll go to another bait.
Yeah. Mix it up.
Yeah, I put on a whole live yellow belly.
Yeah, I see so often we'll get asked these questions, and the guy will say, well, I was using bluegill all night long, and that's all he had. And then come to find out, he runs into somebody and says, well, I was catching them on a different bait.
Yeah. But see, what I do with bluegill, I'll try 3 different ways of cutting it. Or I'll use one live, and I'll do a 1 flapper. Or I'll do one in 3 sections with the head, the belly, and the tail. But I found a lot of better luck when I do a flapper.
That's when you fillet them on both sides and let them.
Right. Then you cut out the dorsal, the spine.
Yeah.
Right below the dorsal fin. And I don't throw away the spine. I keep that and use it for another hook.
Yeah.
I do the flapper on suckers, bluegills, shad, and even yellow bellies. And those work really good on big cats.
Yeah.
There's another misconception everybody seems to fall into, and that you have to use big baits to catch big fish, and that's a total lie.
That's
Chris.
There's certain times big baits work, but quite often we use smaller baits and we still catch big fish.
Yeah, Chris. This time of year, I will throw anywhere from a 4 to a 10-inch yellow belly. But depending on the season and the water temperature is how I will either cut back or increase the size.
Yeah.
But during the spawn right now, since I know how flatheads really hate yellow bellies, because yellow bellies always go around flatheads and try to steal their eggs.
Yeah.
And I'll throw out a good 14-inch yellow belly. Live. And I'll put a stinger hook in the tail. So that way.
Yeah, one thing we don't do is use a whole lot of live bait. We use it occasionally.
Exactly, Twisted. Live baits do excel in wintertime. I use a lot of shad, my skipjack. I don't use live. I do cut baits with them because they're more bloody, along with my suckers, my Asian carp, and my silver carp and buffalo. They're the bloodiest baits you got. A yellow belly is similar to a bullhead.
Okay. Yeah, I know what they are.
I call them yellow belly because they have that. Even the bullheads have that yellow belly on them.
Yes.
The gills back. It's a baby catfish that don't get anything over 3 pounds.
Yeah, I believe they're still bullheads. It's just another species of bullheads.
It's the same species. It's just people call them different things in different places.
There's brown bullheads, yellow bullheads, maybe black bullheads.
I think so.
But yeah, we primarily use cut baits. Primarily.
Yeah.
Occasionally we'll take some live bait. Do you guys have creek stubs there?
We do. We also have moon eyes, and we also have some other ones. I can't remember the names of them. They get about that big.
Yeah.
And they look like a moon eye, but they're not. But they're called something else. But they're really thick and oily.
Yeah.
And once you get a flathead or blue onto them, they'll destroy them. And they're about like that wide when they're fully grown.
Not a shiner, is it?
Huh?
It's not a shiner, is it?
It's in the shiner family, but it's a bigger version of it.
Yeah.
It's about 10.
We have shiners here. We have shiners here. We've not had a whole lot of luck with them, but we have them.
Yeah.
I remember one go-to bait nearly all the time is a creek chub. Seems like it outperforms most everything else here, it seems like.
Yeah. I tried one of those big shiners. I call them shiners because that's all I can think of them as right now. On the book on the Mississippi, and I caught a 45-pound striper off of it.
Woo. I'd love to catch a striper. Boy, that'd be a fight.
I wasn't fishing for striper. I was fishing for big cats, and and that was on one of those catfish rattles. And I tell you what, he engulfed the shiner and hooked himself in the corner of the mouth. But it's a hell of a fight.
Yeah. I've watched that guy from Kayak Catfish. He catches quite a few of them stripers out there on the Tennessee.
Yeah, we have a lot of good guys on here that catch a lot of good cats. We have some good channels on here and stuff. Let me see. Chunky Cats is one of them.
I've been watching a few of your videos.
Check out some of the other guys on here. They got some good videos too.
Okay, we will.
Chunky Cats, Fishing with Chad. Let me see.
Muskrat Adventures.
Muskrat Adventures, he's good. Fin Seeker TV. John Patrick, Jaw Jerker. Maurice, he's a subscriber that everybody should know because he subscribes to everybody's channels. He's a good man.
Did you make it down to the Catfish Conference by chance this last year?
No, I didn't. I had to work.
Okay.
Work would not let me get down there.
Yeah, there was a lot of YouTubers down there, and that's what we were trying to do, basically trying to go around and get our group out there a little bit more, and we had pretty good luck with that.
Now in January up here in Collinsville, Illinois, they have a Take Me Fishing program up here.
Yeah.
It starts the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, but if the 3rd's on a Thursday, it'd go 4th, 5th, and 6th. It will always start on a Friday and go to Sunday. That's a big event. I go to that one a lot.
Fun.
Oh, it's a whole hell of a lot of fun. It takes at least a good 2 days to cover it.
Wow.
Pretty big event.
They have seminars, they have boats, they have rods, they have reels, they have tackles, they have everything there. They even have a little bluegill pond for kids to go in there and fish for bluegills.
Yeah, I think they do that at the state fair when they have it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, how you doing, bud? Are you fishing tonight, or you just getting off work?
Maybe we can see the chat, but
I'm watching it. Maurice says Catfish Conference is a place to be.
Says what?
Catfish Conference is a place to be.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show.
Tell you what, there was an awful lot of people in that building that could make you or break you.
Oh yeah. There's a few people I want to go down there and meet, but I'd like to meet.
That's primarily what we went for. We was able to accomplish that.
I haven't accomplished it yet. Do they put chubs on ice or do they keep them alive?
Both.
We usually bag our chubs, then put them in the ice. We never put them directly on the ice.
Do you ever do the ice brine with salt, ice, and water?
No, but I've seen that.
Yeah, we've seen that, and maybe primarily they do that with the skipjack and things. I've seen Steve Douglas do it a lot in some of his videos.
I do it with shad every now and then when it's really hot out.
Oh, cool. I do that with shad, but I just built a new live well out of a brand new cooler.
Yep, I've done that.
This one has 2 aerator stones and it holds over 4 or 5 gallon buckets of water in it.
Yep.
And I keep that aerator going when I got them in there, and I put a car battery with a aerator pump in it and a filtration system in there when I'm parked.
Yeah, we do that a lot when we go down south. We'll pack a cooler full of chubs because they don't have them down south.
Right.
We take them down there, and they seem to love them down there.
But that cooler I made, I had live bait in it for almost a week. And
Yeah.
They're still surviving, so that's good.
Yeah.
Now, do you use aeration stones? You don't use a spray bar in there? Or?
No, I use an aeration stone. Then when I'm parked, I put a filtration bar in there that sinks down and runs it up, sucks it up to the bottom and spits it out the top.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something I created. I took a pond pump inside of a 4-inch PVC, stuck it in there after I put a hole in it. Then I sealed the hole around the pipe. Then I put my filters in there.
Yeah.
And it goes up through the filters and out the top.
Good, great setup. You can send us a picture of that if you can.
All right. I'll have to go back and find a drawing of it, and I'll show it to you again.
All right.
It works really good. Go to live bait waters, the same temperature as it. Huh? Got to have the live bait water the same temperature as the water you're fishing, or your bait will.
It probably meant the bait will probably die quickly.
Normally, if I'm keeping like chubs alive or anything like that, I'll fire my bait tank up the night before and let the water circulate all night long.
Right.
Before I throw my chubs in it the next day.
Oh, see, I use G juice. If you know what that is,
I've heard of it.
It's made for live wells.
Yeah.
Keeps your bait healthy. Plus, I like to have my fish a couple of degrees colder than the lake water it is, so that way they won't go into shock when you put them in the lake.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually, what we do is we take the bucket wherever we're catching the bait and fill the bucket up with the water out of the place we're catching the bait. So they're going back into the same water we're catching them out of.
That's why I like that G juice, because it has medicines in there. So if you catch them and they're bleeding, it helps them with their wounds or whatever and stuff like that. It also helps with their coating, the slime coating and all that.
Yeah.
It's made for that kind of stuff.
Yep. We hate to cut this short. We probably talk all night long, but we've got to get out and get some bait for tomorrow's tournament. So
no problem. You guys,
we appreciate you having us on.
You're welcome. Let us know how you do.
Yeah, we will. Maybe next time we can get the technical difficulties figured out.
Okay.
We'd like to talk to you again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and if anybody's on Saturday morning about 7 a.m., we're going to do everything we can as long as the signal's there to go live during our weigh-in.
Yeah.
Is that going to be on Facebook or what?
Yeah, that'll
Yes.
be on the Catfish Pirates Facebook page.
Okay.
Come join us during the weigh-in.
All right. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful evening.
You're welcome, you guys, too. Good luck with the bait. Thank you, Twisted Fishing TV. We got some more excellent people in here with some excellent channels. Go to their channels and share some love and hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button and the bell. Hi, Andrea. Next week, the show will be on at 7:00 p.m. Central Time instead of 6. I only did this for them because they were having to get their bait ready for the. I do not. I like a lot of night fishing better, but here's something I want to show you guys. I don't know if you can see this that well. This is a flashlight. It's a lantern, and it's also this is also a bug zapper. The last set I don't know if you can tell if that's blue or not. Actually, if you can see the blue off the back of my hand, it's a bug zapper, and it runs off 3 AA batteries. I found it at Ace Hardware, and it works really good. And on top, it comes with a cleaner, comes with a little brush, with a little square tip on top, and a brush on the bottom. Yes, I got it at Ace Hardware. And it's about 28, maybe $29. And this also has a memory setting on it. It will give you the instructions on the back of the label. It has has 250 lumen lantern, the 120 lumen spotlight, plus it has a bug zapper built into it when they have the lantern open. It has 3 settings on the lantern: high, medium with a bug zapper, and just the bug zapper alone as itself. This is for people that like to bank fish or boat fish or night fish. This would work really good for you. It runs out 3 AA batteries, and it's a great little item to have. And if you forget to shut it off, don't worry about it, because when you close it, it shuts off, and when you open it, it's off, so you just turn it back on. And if you hit the power button here twice before you turn it on, it'll go to the memory setting of the last setting that it was on when you turn it on. All right, Chris, you have a good day, a good night. Good luck on the tournament. Hey, Chunky. Stan, you still in here? Hey, Chad, I heard you're going to be on a show tomorrow night. Everybody remember, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Chunky Catfish will be going live, and he will have a special guest, Fishing with a Chad. So be sure to tune in and have your questions ready. And Sunday night, it will be Palmetto Cats at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Chunky Cats. Yeah, that's what I was just going over with him, Chad. So, did you hear about the tournament this weekend that they're holding, Chad? Well, they're be holding a tournament tomorrow in Ohio, so you can go back and rewatch it and get the information. It's more. It's not really. It's a tournament, but it's not a tournament. You just have to go back and watch it to catch it. They have a lot of good people that's going to help give away gifts. So I think that if I don't know if you're going to be busy tomorrow. Thank you, Chad, for posting that. So how is it? What guest would you guys like to see for next week? Yes, I am, Jason, but I'm just waiting for the floodwaters down here to go down. And I am looking at another location. If you have a location that you know that would be good, Jason, on the Mississippi River that has campgrounds, shoot me a message. Please, I am looking for a place right now to where I can do it. Jason, I am just looking for a place where I can do it. Do you know of anywhere that's close down to this area, Jason, that has a campgrounds on the river that I can hold something like that? I'm still going to do it. I'm just looking for another location. I was going to do it on the Kaskaskia, but that campground ran into some issues. I'll just put it that way. They have some issues that they got to take care of first before they can open it up. They got some legal issues they got to take care of, so I got to find another campground somewhere. I normally catch them out of a lake or a pond. Is where I normally catch them. But if I go to a lake, I'm going to have a hard time catching bullheads because you got a lot of bigger cats chasing them down. Well, how would you guys feel about doing a catfish tournament on the lake? Jason? Actually, no. Take that back. Take that back. I do know another location on the river. It's down below Carlisle Dam on the Kaskaskia River, and they do have campgrounds. I do have another location. Those normally work good when the flatheads are running. So where's Lock and Dam 20, Jason? Is that the Lock and Dam up by Illinois River? Hey, Skip, are you friends with me on Facebook? Oh, okay. Canton's down by Alton, Illinois. I'm confused. I got lost in chat somewhere. I'm gonna have to make a phone call and see what the river's like down below Carlisle Dam, and see if they got the campgrounds opened up there yet. And if they do, I'm gonna see about doing some kind of group rate on a set of group campground sites for a meet and greet. Do they have campgrounds up there in Grafton? I know, Jays. I'm working on it. It's going to be a meet and greet. It's going to be anywhere from, I'm going to be out there on the water for at least a week. I'll look it up, Jason. I'll be looking it up because I'm looking for another location. I'd rather be on the river so everybody has a chance to catch some big cats. Have you guys caught anything yet, Jason? All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, but be back here next Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. And look for me live on a lake or river somewhere to go fishing, doing a fishing video. Okay. Just let me know how you do, okay, bud? And I will be back I'll talk to you guys all later. And I will see you sometime this week, either on the river or the lake shore, going after big cats. And with that, good night, be safe, and enjoy.